Welcome back, and we're still looking at this thing about unit size and stuff. After reading this, I'm going to go try to do a search for Blender 2.8 just in case something's changed in the way that they do stuff. But in any case, let's continue. Significant change. Largely different systems require distinct. Okay. Meters for imperial feet. I don't care about switching. Although I might learn how to make sure that I'm set up for Imperial now for the rest of the time. Okay. By default, the scene cube appears centered, okay, as a 2x2x2 unit object, the unit being a base measurement. When switching to metric, the same cube is measured 2x2x2 meter object. Metric and none directly correlate. In Imperial, because the base unit is feet, it would appear as a 2x2x2 foot object. But it doesn't. Its size remains relative to its original dimensions. Now 6 foot 6 inches cube. 1 meter equals 3 feet 3 inches. So a cube originally being 2 meters is 2 times 3, 3 or 6 across. In other words, the size doesn't always change when switching between none and metric Imperial to properly reflect the selected unit system. Generally true of all content, which remains true to size irrespective of unit of measurement set. And then this says also reverse. The upshot of this is that when starting a new project, clearing, deleting the default cube and loading a new one might be necessary. This places into the scene an object that's correctly proportionate relative to the underlying base unit of the measurement. To add a new object with the cursor 3D view, I didn't know how to do that. Okay. And it might still be the same. The cube might be representing a 6 foot 6 inch square cubed cube. 1 meter, 1 foot unit. Along the side establishment of each system's base unit are their respective scale values. What this does is allow different levels of measurement accuracy to be defined within the bounds of the aforementioned system. Wanting to measure inches, the default values scale 1.000, which represents feet, needs to be decreased. For miles, it would be increased. For example, when Imperial sets the default unit to 1 foot with scale, that means that the value has to be changed so that 0.083 equals 1 inch, 1.000 equals 1 foot, 3.000 equals 1 yard. Do not correlate with Blender 2.56, the way the system. Okay. Regardless of the unit system, done relative to dividing meters, not feet, by the decimal version. Metric sets to 1 meter. Okay. When changing scale to alter the base unit from inches to feet, dimensions of content in the scene should be changed to relative to the scale set. For example, using Imperial measurement, the default cube is 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot because the base unit is 1 foot. Change to a smaller unit, 1 inch becomes 2 inch by 2 inch by 2 inch. In other words, the mesh doesn't necessarily change in any discernible physical sense other than its dimensions, length, breadth, and height, changing in a way that corresponds to the different unit size scale. That means the above unit example equate to the default cube to being feet to. Okay, that's fine. The upshot of this change is to make sure the unit scale is set correctly before starting a project. Otherwise, it might actually need to be large but built relatively smaller scale. Alright. Change the scale Press it. Delete any values. Type present and type. Press enter to confirm. Type. Okay. Press enter to confirm. Okay. So. Okay, so all right, so I'm still looking at this being correct. Unit scale when converting between Blender units and dimensions when working at Microsoft can be used to avoid numerical precision problems. Okay. So what happens if I take the default cube, delete, and I add a cube? It's smaller. But now it's like 2 by 2 by 2, right? Let's go to the object dealing scale X. Huh. Right, so now it's so right now it's 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. Each grid mark, each daily representing a foot. Now, how do I save my scale preferences? Where is it the deal again? That's right. Okay. So I will catch you in the next one. I'm still going to look up a little bit about 2.8 and scale and all that stuff, but I'm also going to learn how to save my preference in Imperial. So maybe the next time it loads up, maybe it will. Actually, I might be able to do it in preferences, but we'll see in the next video. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you then.